Good morning, students. Advanced class. We were looking at the adverbs. We looked at the preposition of positions, and then it also has the conjunctions. We did not look at the conjunctions, so today we are going to look at the conjunctions. So let's look at the work we have straight away. So the conjunctions, as I told you earlier on, we were looking at the adverbs, prepositions, and conjunctions. So we already looked at the preposition. We already looked at the preposition of position. So today we are going to look at the conjunctions. In Kiswahili, na is the basic example of conjunction, which is composed of the a of relationship and na of association. However, there are other ways of joining words and sentences. Examples of conjunctions are, we have kwa sababu ya, we have kwa sababu ya. Kwa sababu ya simply means because of. It also means reason being. For example, we have examples of sentences here where kwa sababu is used. We have shule zote nchini zilifungwa kwa sababu ya viruhusi vya corona. Hey, all schools, shule just means school. Zote is all. Nchini is in the country. Remember I told you when you add ni on a noun, it becomes in. But when ni is added on a verb, it simply means many. For instance, I told you, okay, let me use an example of a noun. For instance, if we have mezani. Mezani will mean in the table. Maybe, actually, remember, it can mean under, it can mean on. Once you add ni on a noun, it will simply mean inside. Like kabatini, kabati is a cupboard. So when you say kabatini, it will mean inside a cupboard. Then I told you, when you use ni on a verb, for instance, karibuni, karibu just means welcome. So when you say karibuni, it means many. You are more than one. When you are welcoming more than one person, you say karibuni. We also have another verb like ingieni, come in. You know, when you are more than one is when you use ni on a verb. So ni on a verb is used to mean more than one, or is used when you are referring to more than one person. Fine. So we were looking at shule zote nchini. Nchini is in the country. Remember, nchi is a country. So nchini is in the country. Zilifungwa, fungwa is to be closed kwa sababu ya viruhusi vya corona. They were closed because of the coronavirus. We have another example here. Mwalimu alipiga wanafunzi kwa sababu hawakufanya kazi vizuri. The teacher beat the students because they did not do their work properly. We have Yeshi. Yeshi is one of my students at the embassy. I love all my students. I've always had this close attachment to my students. Yeshi is one of my students at the Korean embassy. So this is Yeshi. Hakusoma kwa sababu alikuwa na kazi nyingi sana. That Yeshi did not study because she had a lot of work. Then we have another conjunction, lakini. Lakini just means but, however, nevertheless. For example, we have nilienda shuleni lakini sikufundisha. That I went to school but I didn't teach. Then mpishi alipika chakula lakini hakula. The cook cooked food but he did not eat. He or she did not eat. Remember I told you in Kiswahili, a is used to mean he or she. Another sentence is baba alinunua gazeti lakini hakununua chakula. This baba, this father is not serious parent. How can you buy a newspaper and you don't buy food? Will people eat the newspaper? Fine, we have the important things first. Maybe to him, that was the most important, the newspaper, to receive information. And then what? Then the information will stress you, and then you will need food, which you've not bought. Fine. Then we have ama. Ama is used with ama. Remember I told you there are rules. Every language has its own rules, just like in English. Either is always used with or. So in Kiswahili we have ama, ama. Ama is used with ama. Ama just means either or. We have, for example, mutangoja ama mutaenda nyumbani ama mutamuona kesho. That you will wait, or you will go home, or you will see him tomorrow. Either you will wait, or you will go home, or see him tomorrow. So we have another sentence here. Utaamua kulala. You will decide to sleep. Ama kufanya kazi. Ama kupigwa. That you will decide. You will either uamue. Amua is to decide. Kulala. You will either sleep. Ama kufanya kazi. Either you decide to sleep or do the work. Ama kupigwa, or to be beaten. Wataimba wimbo mmoja ama mbili ama nyingi. They will either sing one song or two or more. Then we have au. Au just means or. Tafadhali nunua mchele au unga ya ugali. Please, tafadhali is please. Nunua is to buy. Nunua mchele. Mchele is rice. I told you mchele is rice that is shelled. Rice in the shop. Rice in the shop is called mchele. But when rice is in the garden, we call it mpunga. Mpunga is rice in the garden. And then the cooked rice is called wali. Wali is cooked rice. And remember, if you cook, like for instance, in different ways, there are different methods of cooking. There is also the pilau. Pilau is from the way of cooking. Pilau has spices, but it's called wali. But when it's spiced again, it changes the name to pilau. But usually cooked rice is called wali. Then rice in the shop, before cooking it, it's called mchele. Then mpunga is rice in the garden. You all know that. You have it in my first book, so that isn't a problem to you. Tafadhali nunua mchele au unga ya ugali. Please buy rice or flour, that is posho flour, maize flour. Unga ya ugali is just maize flour. Ugali is posho. Ugali is posho.